गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
Okay, so we have been discussing the 18th chapter. Conclusion, the perfection of renunciation is how Prabhupada has titled this chapter, and Srila Vishnu Jagadagu has titled this as Moksha Yoga. So the first section, this is the second summary. First summary is the second chapter. The second summary is the 18th chapter. So the first 12 verses is the summary of the first 6 chapters, karma section. So अर्जुना as that ये जो संन्यास है, ये जो त्याग है, renunciation के बारे में whenever you spoke you have used these two words, संन्यास and त्याग. ये दोनों सेम है कि अलग है? सेम है तो वो क्या है, वो अलग है तो अलग अलग मीनिंग क्या है? संन्यासस्य महाबाहो तत्त्वमिच्छामि वेदितुम् त्यागस्य च ऋषिकेश पृथक् केशि निषूदन. ओ कृष्णा, वो महाबाहो, ये बताओ आपको. Because he addresses him as Rishikesha, because as the controller of intelligence you have only created these doubts in my intelligence, and he is addressing him as Keshi Nishodana because ये doubts को जैसे आपने केशी डीमन को वध किया है, वैसा मेरा ये डाउट्स को भी आपको निकाल दीजिए. ये भी दिस इज ऑल्सो लाइक अ डीमन ओनली. So first Krishna gives the opinion of other popular opinions. काम्यानां कर्मणां न्यासं संन्यासं कवयो विदुः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं प्राहुस्त्याग विचक्षणा. Some people say sannyas means kamyanam karmanam nyasam. Kamya karmas means putra kameshti इत्यादि यज्ञ तो कुछ भौतिक फल को प्राप्त करने के लिए जो स्पेसिफिकली करते हैं उसको काम्य कर्म बोलते हैं. इस काम्य कर्म, नित्य कर्म, नैमित्तिक कर्म. काम्य कर्म means putra kameshti, ashwamedha, these are all like specific yajnas performed for or prescribed duties for specific material benefit. Okay, and nitya karmas are trikala sandhya, taking bath every day. These are all nitya karma. And naimittika karmas are periodic. महीने में एक बार आपको ये चेंज करने का एक पर्टिकुलर डे रहता है, so those come periodically, so on that particular day you have to change, like that. Those are like naimittika karmas. So nitya karma, naimittika karma and kamya karma. Of course there are other kinds of social welfare karma, ishta karma, purti karma, purta karma, like that. There are others are there, but broadly they are classified into three: nitya, naimittika and kamya. So sannyas means it is mentioned that काम्यानाम कर्मणाम न्यासम, एक काम्य कर्म को बंद कर देना चाहिए, that is sannyas बोल के opinion है, which is sort of in line with what Krishna has spoken previously also. He says in the third chapter he says that even if you think like, इसमें हमने कल डिस्कस किया कि ये जो संन्यास है, it's a ashrama. The ashramas are called spiritual orders because each ashrama indicates a particular level of spiritual development. These are not natural, especially sannyas and vanaprastha are not natural. 50 हो गया तो वानप्रस्थ ले लो, 60 हो गया तो संन्यास ले लो, ऐसा नहीं है. So sannyas indicates that one's heart has become purified by practice of detached वर्क. निष्काम कर्मयोग करके जब हृदय का शुद्धिकरण पूरी तरह से हो गया तो वो संन्यास के लिए रेडी है. संन्यास लेने से शुद्धिकरण नहीं होता है, शुद्धिकरण होने के बाद ही संन्यास ले सकते हैं. दैट इज द पॉइंट. ट्रेडिशनल वैदिक संन्यास. Of course, in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya and other Vaishnava Sampradaya, sannyas is a preaching tool. That's how Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Prabhupada that they have introduced that way. Sannyas is a preaching tool. Huh? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself took sannyas as a preaching tool. So it was later reintroduced by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and his disciples. So that is like a preaching tool. So we don't follow this Nishkama Karma Yoga, purify our heart, and then when heart is purified, take sannyas. Sannyas indicates one is ready for Jnana Yoga. So the sannyas ashram itself in the traditional Vedic society is a person is proclaiming that मेरा heart शुद्ध है अभी. I am ready to concentrate fully on liberation, path of liberation. So, for such a person, if he gives up, after giving up prescribed duties, he has no other way of purifying his heart. Because the prescribed duties है वो ये एकमात्र उपाय उनका हृदय को शुद्धिकरण करने के लिए. But if he has proclaimed, मैं अभी संन्यास हूँ, I am a sannyasi now, and which means what he is telling is my heart is already pure, I don't need the prescribed duties to purify my heart. So that is why Vedic system में, and then if he realizes that अरे अभी भी कुछ impressions है तो गया वो काम से, he has to face social pressure and ostracization, बहिष्कार हो जाएगा. He is called a vantasi, eater of his own vomit. If he gives up his sannyas and takes up to again निष्काम करने होगा. That is why Krishna says यार ये सब बहुत झंझट है. मैं आपको एक चीज बताता हूँ, आपका प्रिस्क्राइब ड्यूटी करते करते वही लिबरेशन आपको प्राप्त कर सकते हैं आप. तो don't be eager to take sannyas. In the sense, don't be eager to give up your prescribed duties. If with the right knowledge, if you perform Nishkama Karma Yoga can lead to liberation. So you don't have to give up your prescribed duties. Keep continuing your prescribed duties because you never know. In all good faith, you may take up sannyas, but you may realize that your assessment was wrong. You still have some unwiped impressions. अभी आप संन्यास ले लिया तो the means for wiping out that impression which is your prescribed duty को तो छोड़ दिया आपने. Then it becomes a problem. So he says that don't give up. So that is why here it is said काम्यानाम कर्मणाम न्यासम. जो काम्य कर्म है उसको छोड़ देता है, पर सन्यासी does not, it's safer for him to not give up the other नित्य नैमित्तिक कर्म को करते रहना चाहिए. So sannyas indicates a state of heart where he is not attached to the fruits. That's how Krishna tells. That is safe sannyas. That is safe sannyas. Sarva karma phalatyagam prahustyaga vichakshana. And some people say that, some highly learned people say that tyaga means giving up fruits. So sannyas का वो एक ही डेफिनेशन देते हैं, and it seems like Krishna also agrees with it. त्याग का अलग अलग प्रकार का explanation he gives, different people's opinion. First opinion that he gives is sarva karma phalatyagam tyaga. Tyaga is giving up the fruits of all activities, not being attached. Next opinion.
Sanya, we generally say that this is actually popularized by Shankaracharya. Whatever we see traditional system of Sanya, that is Shankaracharya.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Where he emphasizes, hey Braj, अंदर आ जाओ. हाँ? So yeah, the overemphasis on giving up prescribed duties has been done by Shankaracharya. Probably that makes sense to me, because in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna doesn't seem to be in favor of that at all. He says, even if you think you are qualified, even if you think that your heart is purified, still it is safe, because you cannot rely on your judgment so much. आपको कुछ लॉस तो नहीं है ना, आपका हार्ट पूरा शुद्धिकरण हो गया. If you continue to practice your prescribed duties, you are not losing anything. So why you want to give it up? Continue doing it. No? बाद में पता चला कि कुछ अनवाइब्ड इंप्रेशंस है तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा ना. तो so sannyas is not recommended. Karma sannyas is not recommended in Bhagavad Gita by Krishna. So he says that even if you think you have the qualification, continue to do your prescribed duty. That is the point. So karma sannyas is not a recommendation even by Krishna. So that sort of, he says काम्यानम काम्य कर्म को करना नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि वो निष्काम कर्म योगा के अंदर भी नहीं आता है, वो सकाम कर्म योगा के अंदर आता है. सो काम्यानम कर्मणाम न्यासम उतना छोड़ दिया तो वो संन्यास है. If he is doing only detached work, then he is as good as a sannyasi.
Like Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, in one sense, that kind of a separate sannyasi who gives up all his varnashram duties. Not that it is not there, but it was over popularized by Shankaracharya, and it's little dangerous. So the first opinion about tyaga is sarva karma phala tyagam tyaga. Giving up the fruits is tyaga. The second opinion, he says त्याज्यम दोषवदित्येके कर्म प्राहुर मनीषिणः यज्ञदान तपः कर्म न त्याज्यम इति चापरे. So he says that, but other people say actually all activity, tyaga means giving up all activities. Why? Because there is fault in all activities. इसलिए सब activities को छोड़ देना चाहिए, वही है त्याग. That is one opinion. And other people say, nahi. This is the opinion of the Sankhya philosophers. At no point one should practice any. So Sankhya say that giving up all duties will free you of all faults. Sankhya, atheistic Sankhya, that understand. And Karma Mimamsa ka understanding hai, at no point you should give up Yajna Dana and Tapa. Yajna Dana Tapa Karma Natyajam Itchapar. So this is Sankhya's opinion and the Karma Mimamsa's opinion.
This is Sankhya and
Karma Mimamsa. Yeah. Then in the next verse he says, अभी मेरा opinion बताता हूँ. निश्चयं शृणुमे तत्र त्यागे भरत सत्तम त्यागो हि पुरुष व्याघ्र त्रिविध संप्रकीर्तितः. So therefore Arjuna, now let me tell my opinion. Nischayam, you hear my conclusion about what tyaga actually is. Yajnadana tapak karma natyajyam karyamev tat yajnyodanam tapascheva pavanani manishina. So here we are talking about sannyas and tyaga. We are not talking about bhakti. We are still in the karma section. So he says, in my opinion, yajnadana tapak karma natyajyam. One should not give up. Karyameva tat, and one should do it in a very dutiful way without being attached to the fruits. So Nishkama Karma Yoga, amongst Nishkama Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, Krishna seems to be really supporting Nishkama Karma Yoga. Very safe. Don't give up your prescribed duties at any time. Yajnadana tapak karma natyajam karyameva tat yajnyodanas tapascheva pavanani manishinah. Manishinah here refers to those who are at the verge of taking up sannyas, karma sannyas. उनको भी वो शुद्धिकरण कर देता है. So therefore they should continue to practice yajnadana tapa. He's not talking about a bhakti yogi here. Bhakti yogi has not entered the picture at all. Or if you say that this refers to bhakti yogi also, then yajna refers to sankirtan yajna, dana refers to giving in charity to the temple and devotees, and tapa refers to performing ekadashi and other such fasts. That's how in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Rupa Goswami explains. Like that. Then he says, एतान्यपि तु कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा फलानि च कर्तव्यानि इति मे पार्थ निश्चितं मतमुत्तमम्. So he says that all these actions must be done sangam tyaktva. On top of that, Krishna says that without thinking oneself to be the doer. Doer mentality नहीं रहना चाहिए और फल की इच्छा नहीं करना चाहिए. ये दोनों के बिना one should perform yajna dana tapakarma. One should not give it up. Basically, yajna dana tapakarma means prescribed duties according to one's varna and ashrama. That should not be given up. That's what is the point. So this is where we ended yesterday. This is a recap, brief recap of what we discussed yesterday. So now we will continue our further discussion. नहीं अभी और निष्काम करने होगा. अभी और 6 वर्सेस भी यही सेक्शन है. और सर्वात्मा हरि प्रभु और हरिमाधव प्रभु जाने से पहले वो फॉर्म भर के दे देना प्लीज. सो गया क्या वो सर्वात्मा? सुन रहा है. लेट के सुन रहा है कि बैठ के सुन रहा है? ओके ओके. नियतस्य तु संन्यास कर्मणो नोपपद्यते मोहात् तस्य परित्यागस्तामसः परिकीर्तितः. जो थर्ड चैप्टर और 5th चैप्टर में जो बताया उनको और थोड़ा एम्फसिस के साथ बोल रहे हैं. He says नियतस्य तु संन्यास कर्मणो नोपपद्यते. It is not recommended that even the sannyasi give up नित्य कर्म. नित्य नैमित्तिक कर्म को छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए सन्यासी को भी. Recommended. It's not a must, but it's a recommendation for safety purposes. मोहात् तस्य परित्याग. Rejecting nitya naimittika karma, mohat, out of illusion, thinking that his heart has already become pure. Tamasa parikirtitah, ends in the mode of ignorance. तो अभी समझो कि कोई पूरा स्विमिंग सीखा नहीं, सीख लिया समझ के बोट से कूद लिया अंदर, थोड़ा बहुत करेगा फिर बाद में समझेगा अरे मेरा स्टैमिना ही नहीं. ऐसा नहीं है कि हाथ पैर लगाने का सीखना स्विमिंग नहीं है. That is one aspect of swimming. Building up your stamina is a very important part of swimming. Otherwise 10 feet 20 feet मारेगा, उसके बाद आपको पता चलेगा कि क्या है. मिडिल में जाके आपको you will completely, अरे यार मैं तो अभी फ्लोटिंग सीखा ही नहीं, बहुत थक गया मैं, तो क्या होगा, गया काम से. So it is not recommended that even the sannyasi give up the daily rituals. Rejection arising from lack of knowledge ends in the mode of ignorance. This is tamasa tyaga. Tyaga in the mode of ignorance. Out of lack of knowledge, rejecting one's prescribed duties is tyaga in the mode of ignorance. So tyaga and sannyasa are the same. That's what Krishna indicates. त्याग और संन्यास अलग नहीं है, दोनों सेम ही है. जनरली इट रेफर्स टू कर्म फल त्याग, बीइंग डिटैच्ड फ्रॉम द फ्रूट्स बट नॉट फ्रॉम द एक्टिविटी इटसेल्फ. दैट इज व्हाट इज त्याग, दैट इज व्हाट इज संन्यास. सो बिकॉज यू सी हियर नियतस्तु संन्यास एंड त्याग आर यूज्ड, परित्याग आर यूज्ड इन द सेम वर्ड्स इंडिकेटिंग द सेम थिंग. Baldev Bhushan says, now the Lord speaks of the 3 types of tyaga that he promised to explain in 3 verses. One should give up kamya karmas because they lead to bondage. But one should not renounce nitya and naimittika karmas such as the 5 daily sacrifices. क्या है ये 5? भानुस्वामी महाराज देखते हैं footnote में. These are the Pancha Mahayajnas, offerings to Brahman by chanting the Vedas, offerings to the Devatas by Archana, offerings to the Pitrus by Tarpana, offerings to the guests by food, and offerings to animal by food. These are the Pancha Mahayajnas. Nitya karmas are those prescribed for daily performance, and Naimittika are those prescribed periodically, such as monthly or yearly. So this is Panchamahayagya, ये जो डेली है, and some more nitya naimitika karmas are there. Okay, so Panchamahayagya is offerings to Brahman by chanting the Vedas, offerings to the Devatas by Archana, offerings to the Pitrus by Tarpana, offerings to guests and animals by food. Brahman, Brahmana ne Brahman means the supreme lord.
Previous verse में even sannyasi follow the Nitya Naimitika karma.
That's how it is recommended.
So sampradaya, they follow
All these things.
Even every day the Matadipati Acharya, he comes and worship Sri Krishna, and he comes out and feeds the elephant and feeds the fishes, perform yajna, and all these things. You can see in front of
Everyone only he does. Yeah.
This is they perform to a Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya perform same way. That's why they keep the elephant, the
Fishes, pandas,
pond, everything they does yajna, and their puja finishes at 1 o'clock. They start at 2:30.
2:30 to 1 o'clock, almost 12 hours. उसके बाद you know
They will not take even a drop of water.
water. 2:30 to 1 o'clock.
Even all season.
Any season.
All season.
अभी पेजावर मठ स्वामी का he was past 80 and he was doing this morning 2:30 to afternoon 1 o'clock. किसी में क्षमता है
2 घंटे का बैकअप
चेष्टा करती हूँ.
मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम
मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम नहीं करती.
ऑफरिंग टू द तरफा डेली करना है.
हाँ
डेली करना है.
some kind of tarpan is there.
Panchamahayagya is something relation with Devrishi Bhuta.
Yeah
सेम है क्या?
correct. but सर्वात्मनाय शरणं शरण्यं गतो मुकुंदम. अगर आप सर्वात्मना शरणागत हो गए आपके लिए जरूरत नहीं है, प्रोवाइडेड वो टाइम पे आपको श्रवणम कीर्तनम विष्णु स्मरणम में इत्यादि में आपको लगना चाहिए, व्हाट्सएप में नहीं. These should not be given up because they produce liberation through the knowledge inherent in them from aiming at Atma, and they enable one to continue to support the material body. These things will help one support the material body also, so they should not be given up, and they are aimed at liberation only. तो आपका liberation आपका हाथ से छूटेगा नहीं. ऐसा नहीं सोचना कि आपको कर्म को छोड़ के ही आपको liberation का प्राप्ति हो सकता है. जरूरत नहीं है. काम्य कर्म को छोड़ दो, बट नित्य नैमित्तिक कर्मों को नियमित रूप से फल की आकांक्षा ना रख के करते रहेगा तो आपका लिबरेशन का प्राप्ति तो हो ही जाएगा. आपको कर्म संन्यास लेने का जरूरत नहीं.
जो पंच योग्य जो बताए वो सब लोग के लिए
नॉट फॉर डिवोटीज.
काम करना है कि नित्य करना है.
वो नित्य नैमित्तिक कर्म नित्य कर्म में आएगा वो.
पर आजकल के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में कोई नहीं करता है.
करते हैं ना.
नहीं मतलब बाहर
का दुनिया में कोई नहीं करता है.
जो लोग अपने केवल परिवार का भरण पोषण करते हैं और उसके लिए एक्टिविटीज करते हैं वो
they are not following. They are not. That is not proper. That is not proper varnashram. People think that वर्णाश्रम मीन्स अभी एक बहुत बड़ा गलतफहमी है कि इफ आई परफॉर्म सम तो फैमिली को सपोर्ट करने के लिए कुछ काम करता हूं तो वर्णाश्रम ड्यूटी है. दैट इज वन कॉमन ओपिनियन. दैट इज नॉट वर्णाश्रम ड्यूटी. So he says one argument that people have is तो भक्ति ठीक है बट फैमिली को सपोर्ट करने के लिए कुछ तो काम करना चाहिए ना. तो मतलब वर्णाश्रम का जरूरत है ना. नहीं. तो your going and performing some office duty or working, that is not varnashram. That everyone has to do to maintain one's body. A person. So the activity does not decide. What is your shraddha? So that you are doing. So what is the principle that is guiding your performance of that work? That is what decides. So the principle is, see, I will work this particular work. It's conducive for my practice of bhakti. So when you choose your job with that into consideration, that job is not varnashram duty. That job is an act of devotional service. Because with that, whatever comes out of that, you are going to use it in Krishna's service. You are to raise a Krishna conscious family, to offer in donation to the temple, to use it in Krishna conscious yatras. For that, with that in consideration, when you choose your job, that job is not varnashram duty. So performing job is not varnashram. It need not be varnashram. And one may say that no, that job has to be chosen according to one's nature. That is natural. Even people outside varnashram take that into consideration. Over a period of time, अरे जॉब सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं मिल रहा है, बाहर का दुनिया में भी नेचुरली कर रहे हैं. So, but in a devotee's life, he may realize that that job which suits my nature may not suit my practice of bhakti. So he may choose to give it up and instead choose a job which suits his practice of bhakti. So a devotee's choice of his job, the consideration is based on different parameters. So that one has to understand.
So for example, it is not based on nature. What is the nature? Agar it is not, the job is not based on his nature, then what? How is it?
No, I am not telling he should not choose. He will naturally choose according to his nature. But that is, but उसमें वो चॉइस में एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर होगा कि ये मेरा भक्ति के लिए अनुकूल है कि नहीं. टाइमिंग देखेगा मेरा 16 माला करने के लिए ये अनुकूल है कि नहीं. वो सब नाइट शिफ्ट नहीं करूंगा, लाइक दैट सर्टेन थिंग्स. सो बिकॉज मैं मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम का वाट लग जाएगा. So those considerations and all will. So when a devotee chooses a job, he may choose, अरे मैंने मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग किया है, ये तो सॉफ्टवेयर का जॉब है, तो will I be able to match? वो सब considerations वो पहले देखेगा. But all said and done, he will also see कि मेरा मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम में बैठेगा कि नहीं. So that will be his consideration for. That will be a very important consideration for choice of his job. So that is a very important point.
Sometimes we said that in your whatever service you do, either you Chandan or BT scope or you do road construction, it is same. It has the same is devotion only. कैसे होता है मतलब थोड़ी one important thing is consciousness of work.
Consciousness.
जब DTs को use कर ना,
it's easier.
It's very easy. But जब ये choices सेवा करते हैं ना, there is no relation and link. Consciousness.
नहीं, ये जो आप बोल रहे हैं सही है. For most cases it is true. इसको पूरा भी generalize नहीं कर सकते. Like for example, some very elevated souls like Varsana Maharaj. उनका केस में, so when I take names it becomes very clear. तो आप जो बोल रहे हैं आम आदमी के लिए सही है, रेगुलर डिवोटी के लिए it is much more easier to make that connection with Krishna when it is a very core activity. In that sense, direct deity, ko chandan lagana and all that. And the farther it is, it becomes difficult. But then it is not necessary. like the real indication is the taste for hearing and chanting. वो बाकी पेरिफेरल सो कॉल्ड पेरिफेरल एक्टिविटीज में भी करते करते उसको अगर यू नो द 5 पोटेंट लिम्स है ना, वो क्या है, वो द प्रोमिनेंट सिम्टम्स ऑफ भाव वी वर सीइंग नामगाने सदा रुचि प्रीतिस्तद वसति स्थले आसक्तिस्तद गुणाख्याने। भगवान का नाम रूप गुण लीला इत्यादि के बारे में श्रवण करने में रुचि और हरिनाम जप करने में रुचि, भक्तों का संग लेने में रुचि, ये सब में रुचि है। दो सो कॉल्ड पेरिफेरल एक्टिविटीज को भी करते करते देन ही इज अ वेरी एलिवेटेड डिवोटी. He may not be doing deity worship also, but ये पेरिफेरल एक्टिविटीज कोई करते हुए भी उनको ये सब चीज में रुचि है. मतलब जब भी मौका मिलता है वो आके if he is interested in chanting or hearing about Krishna, taking association of devotees, then he should be considered as a very elevated devotee. That's a parameter. And it is the point that you made is very valid point for most of the people. Okay, the closer it is to the deities, the more it is possible to connect it to Krishna. जप को कृष्णा के साथ कनेक्ट करना इजी है क्योंकि कृष्णा का नाम ही जप कर रहे हैं. बट लैंडस्केपिंग कर रहे हैं, ये सब थोड़ा भी मैं थिंक दैट अरे यार किसके लिए कर रहा हूँ. Even though the spiritual master may have personally instructed also, we may think because it's that the farther it is away physically, it becomes difficult to relate. But elevated devotees को वो उतना बड़ा problem नहीं रहता. They are always focused that किस लिए कर रहे हैं. So for them it's not an issue. But आम आदमी के लिए generally वो थोड़ा struggle रहता ही है. That is the point. Okay. They should not be given up because they produce liberation through the knowledge inherent in them from aiming at Atma, and they enable one to continue to support the material body. A person worshipping the Devatas, who are vibhutis of the Lord, can accomplish maintenance of his body for pursuing knowledge of the truth by taking the purified remedies. This is all for Nishkama Karma Yogi, not for devotees. So he may also perform some yajnas for the demigods with the proper understanding that they are the Lord's vibhutis. So that he does. If a person does the opposite of what was stated in chapter 3 in such statements as niyatam kuru karmatvam and gives up those duties completely out of lack of knowledge, thinking they will cause bondage, it is in the tamasic mode, since that moha is the quality of the mode of ignorance. So one who thinks that activity means bondage, so activities को छोड़ना चाहिए, वैसे जो सोच रहा है वो तामसिक त्याग है. That kind of renunciation is not recommended by Krishna. Srila Prabhupada says, work for material satisfaction must be given up. Kamyanam karmanam nyasam. But activities which promote one to the spiritual activity, like cooking for the Prabhupada gives a totally different devotees ka relevance में दे रहे हैं. Other acharyas are speaking in terms of Nishkama Karma Yogi का क्या है. But Prabhupada gives a devotional relevance to this whole thing. He says work for material satisfaction should be given up, but work to promote spiritual activity like cooking for the Lord, offering the food to the Lord, and then accepting the food, they are recommended. They should not be given up. It is said that a person in the renounced order of life should not cook for himself. Cooking for oneself is prohibited, but cooking for the Supreme Lord is not prohibited. Similarly, a sannyasi may perform a marriage ceremony to help his disciple in the advancement of Krishna consciousness. If one renounces such activities, it is to be understood that he is acting in the mode of darkness, thinking that ये sannyasi का काम नहीं है. Okay, no one has to be very elevated. Okay, this is tamasic tyag. Rajasic tyag क्या है? What is renunciation in the mode of passion? दुःखमित्येव यत्कर्म कायक्लेशभयात् त्यजेत् सकृत्वा राजसं त्यागं नैव त्यागफलं लभेत्. So he says, yat karma tyajet, one who gives up these nitya and naimitika karmas, bhayat, out of fear of bodily pain, अरे मेरा बॉडी दुखेगा, उसके वजह से छोड़ दिया. Kaya klesha, thinking it is an unnecessary inconvenience to the body. नैव त्याग फलम लभेत, उसको वैसा उसको त्याग का फल नहीं मिलेगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि he has given it up because he has better things to do. He has given it up because ये मेरा bodily inconvenience है, इसके वजह से उसको वैसा त्याग का फल नहीं मिलेगा. Like that. That is the renunciation in the mode of passion. Baldev Devbhushan writes, even knowing that performing prescribed duties with no desire is a cause of liberation, if the desirer of liberation, he desires liberation, gives up those actions out of fear of bodily pain, अरे करते करते मुझे लिबरेशन तो चाहिए ही, ये करूंगा तो यार बहुत झंझट है, छोड़ के भी लिबरेशन मिल सकता है ना, छोड़ के वाला लिबरेशन में ले लेता हूं. So like that when he thinks, that is रजोगुणी त्याग है. उसको वैसा त्याग से उसको मिलेगा नहीं, बिकॉज हार्ट तो शुद्ध नहीं है अभी तक, तो सब भौतिक वासनाओं से भरा है, तो उसको क्लीन करने का क्षमता तो प्रिस्क्राइब ड्यूटीज के पास ही है, उसको छोड़ने से नहीं होगा. बट इफ दिस पर्सन थिंक्स छोड़ने से शुद्धिकरण हो जाएगा, देन दैट इज इम्प्रॉपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. Such as having even knowing that performing prescribed duties with no desire is a cause of liberation, if the desirer of liberation gives up those actions out of fear of bodily pain, such as having difficulties to obtain the material for अरे वो material को प्राप्त करना है, सुबह सुबह स्नान करना पड़ेगा, then his renunciation is in the mode of passion, since such experience of discontent is the quality of the mode of passion. बट उसके वजह से भक्ति नहीं करना चाहिए. अरे इसमें बहुत झंझट है तो मैं भक्ति ही कर लेता हूँ यार, अभी क्या है. Having given up the actions, that person will not attain steadiness in jnana, which is the result of performance of the action. So sannyas is not a means of purification. Sannyas is the state of purified person. Is the stage at which a purified person acts. Sannyas cannot purify a person of material desires. One who is purified of material desires, he can act on the platform of sannyas. That is the point. Srila Prabhupada says, one who is in Krishna consciousness should not give up earning money out of fear that he is performing fruitive activities. Devotees ka kya hai? If by working one can engage his money in Krishna consciousness, or if by rising early in the morning one can advance in his transcendental Krishna consciousness, one should not desist out of fear or because such activities are considered troublesome. Such renunciation is in the mode of passion. This is very important. That is why when we are preaching to young people, we should be very careful. अरे ये जो इसमें ना गृहस्थ आश्रम में कितना झंझट है, ब्रह्मचारी आश्रम देखो एकदम बिंदास स्कूल है, कुछ टेंशन नहीं. That's very bad preaching. You will get all kinds of irresponsible people in the ashram by performing that kind of preaching. Somehow or other, traditionally that has been our very strong impetus for preaching. बाबा क्या है, बीबी का कपड़ा धोना है क्या आपको, बच्चों का डायपर साफ करना है क्या आपको, ये सब नहीं करने का है ना ब्रह्मचारी आश्रम में आगे. हाँ, गधा के तरह काम करना है क्या? हाँ? ये देखो 3 बार गरम गरम प्रसाद मिल जाएगा इधर, कुछ टेंशन नहीं है, भगवान का सेवा करना है वो सेकेंडरी है, बट डायपर धोने का नहीं, कपड़ा धोने का नहीं, गधा जैसा काम नहीं करने का, बिंदास लाइफ है ब्रह्मचारी आश्रम, आप ही चूज करो अभी क्या है। तो वैसा आएगा आदमी, वही आपका ही सर पे बैठेगा, then you will become a service authority and you will have
good time.
very good time. So that is like a very improper inspiration to give to people. It's very wrong. You will get all kinds of irresponsible people in the ashram who want to just run away from responsibilities. So bhakti is not a life of, or ashram life is not like a life of irresponsibility. Unless a person is willing to take up responsibility, we should not encourage. If he is trying to run away from responsibility, then he will run away from responsibilities here also. That's a very wrong.
आश्रम लाइफ में चल के भी नहीं होता है, करके बाइक दिया जाता है।
हाँ?
चल के भी चला नहीं होता है, करके बाइक में घूम के से बैठा।
सर्वात्मा को मार रहा है क्या अभी? हाँ?
ओवर रिस्पांसिबिलिटी।
Or responsibility. Such renunciation is in the mode of passion. The result of passionate work is always miserable. End of it पक जाएगा आदमी, passionate work करेगा. If a person renounces work in that spirit, he never gets the result of renunciation. So, how do you know that you have worked in passion? After lot of thing, then you will end up giving up that thing. अरे चलो यार अभी मैं पक गया हूँ, छोड़ दूंगा. That is the indication that the work itself was performed in passion. So bhoga tyaga is classic symptom of mode of passion. मर के करो फिर बाद में छोड़ ही दो पूरा, खत्म. So that is activity in mode of passion. That should not be encouraged. Okay. Next, what is tyaga in the mode of goodness? Karyamityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate arjuna sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyaga satviko matah. O Arjuna, that tyaga in which niyatam karma, prescribed duties, karyamityeva kriyate, are performed in a sense of duty. Duty bound performance of prescribed duties, sangam tyaktva, without thinking oneself to be the doer, phalam taktva, without being attached to the fruits, that is sattvika tyaga. Renunciation in which prescribed duties are not given up but performed. Okay, तामसिक त्याग राजसिक त्याग में प्रिस्क्राइब ड्यूटीज को छोड़ दिया, सात्विक त्याग में प्रिस्क्राइब ड्यूटीज को छोड़ा नहीं. Prescribed duty is performed but with detachment from fruits. So we might be wondering, satvik tyag mein he would give a satvik reason for giving up the activity. So Krishna does not do that. Krishna says real tyag means give up the doership, give up the result, attachment for result, and dutifully perform the activity. Okay, that is tyaga in the mode of goodness. Okay. Baldev Debhushan says, as much as prescribed actions are done daily with the idea that they should be done, they should be performed giving up identification as a doer and giving up all the results. That type of renunciation is in the mode of goodness, since such awareness is in the mode of goodness. So, what he mentioned in the 3rd and 5th chapters is very concretely established by Krishna here. So we are discussing about tyaga in the 3 modes. First he established what is tyaga. Tyaga means, he says that actually one should not be attached to the results, but one should perform the activity, prescribed duty. So here very clearly he says, Nitya and Naimittika karmas even by a sannyasi should not be given up. It should be performed. But if a Out of ignorance, one who gives up these duties is performing tamasic renunciation, and out of a fear of bodily pain and inconvenience, one who gives it up is performing rajasic renunciation. Whereas sattvic renouncer does not renounce the activity. Sattvic renouncer does not renounce the activity, rather he performs the activity in a very duty bound way while renouncing the fruits and renouncing the doer mentality. That is sattvic renunciation. Srila Prabhupada writes, prescribed duties must be performed with this mentality. One should act without attachment for the result. He should be disassociated from the modes of work. A man working in Krishna consciousness in a factory, interesting, Prabhupada writes, does not associate himself with the work of the factory, nor with the workers of the factory. Associate means ऐसा नहीं है कि he does not सेवा के लिए जाता ही नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, मतलब in a detached way करता है. डिटैचमेंट और डिसइंटरेस्ट का डिफरेंस है. Detached means he may not do overtime and other such things, but while doing he does it properly. Not disinterested work. Anyway ये कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस तो नहीं है, तो आड़ा टेढ़ा करेंगे तो भी चलेगा, ऐसा नहीं. He will whatever it is 9 to 6 or whatever अच्छा सा काम करेगा and he will utilize it nicely in Krishna's service. मतलब Krishna's service here means in his occupational duty. और उसके ऊपर एक्स्ट्रा टाइम सब नहीं करेगा वो, इतना काफी है. रेस्ट आई नीड इट फॉर माई जपा, evening program, spending time with my family and all that. So this is detached work, but not disinterested work.
Disinterested person ज़्यादा भी काम करेगा all time, but he is not permanent. So outwardly it shows that he is working
more. He simply works for Krishna, and when he gives up the result for Krishna, he is acting transcendental. He gives up the attachment to result. Further, nadveshti akushalam karma kushalenanusajjate tyagi sattvasamavishto medavi chinna samshayah. So basically, here when he is talking about a tyagi in the mode of goodness, he is talking about nishkama karma yogi, proper nishkama karma yogi. That's what he is talking about. So otherwise, the renouncer in the mode of passion and ignorance, they are like premature renouncers who are going to suffer because they have given up the means for purification. But
Suffer means fall back because not purified, they'll come back to
they are not purified actually, because they are giving up for the wrong reason. Out of bodily inconvenience and out of ignorance, they are giving up. So they are thinking that liberation prescribed duties के द्वारा भी हो सकता है. Rajasic person who is moksha kamshabhi, he desires moksha, but he is thinking, अरे liberation तो prescribed duty के द्वारा भी हो सकता है, संन्यास के द्वारा भी हो सकता है ना. I choose संन्यास, झंझट नहीं है. That is a rajasic renouncer, but that's very meager knowledge and very improper self-assessment probably. But a sattvic renouncer is करते रहना है, करेगा. He will continue his prescribed duty without being dutiful performance, non-attachment to fruits, and non-attachment to being the doer. These three characterizes a sattvic performer, and he performs his duty, does not give up. That is the point it's mentioned here. So he says, Medavi Tyagi. Medavi Tyagi means the wise renunciate. Sattva Samavishto. The wise renunciate means he is situated in goodness. चिन्न संशय, डिवाइड ऑफ एनी डाउट, न द्वेष्टि अकुशलम कर्म कुशले नानुषज्यते. He does not hate uncomfortable duties and does not prefer comfortable duties. So because that takes lot of mental space in one sense, if you see. ये मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता है, ये अच्छा लगता है, ये मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता. But once you make up your mind, ये टाइम से ये टाइम तक जो ड्यूटी मिलता है मैं करूँगा. When that mind becomes set, then you can, keep on doing it. Otherwise, lot of time, and sometimes if you are forced to do something which you have categorized as I don't like, then वो करते करते युगायितम निमेषेण हो जाएगा. But if you are mentally, if you are prepared that ये time, I will, whatever comes I will do, then it goes on like that. But of course, this cannot be artificially done also.
This activities in Niskam Karma.
Yeah, this is talking about Nishkam Karma. But principles are then can be applied to Bhakti also, as Prabhupada would explain in his purport. These principles of goodness. Yeah. Baldev Debhushan says, this verse describes the quality of a renunciate in the mode of goodness. He does not hate that which gives pain, such as taking bath in the winter, and he is not attached to that which gives comfort, such as bathing during the summer heat. मतलब जितना वेद करेगा उतना अच्छा ही लगेगा ना समर में. This because he is firmly fixed in sattva samavishta, and thus very discerning. That intelligence is steady, and because he does not doubt the performance of prescribed actions under difficult circumstances will produce knowledge. Because उनको clear understanding है that if I perform this, even under difficult circumstances, when I continue performing my prescribed duties, it will lead to purification. This is the mood. This mood is very much, you can see in a sincere sadhaka. Nishkama Karma Yogi principles are the goodness. It's very much prominent in a person who is sincere sadhaka, and because what is mentioned here is Kartavya Buddhi. So this Kartavya Buddhi is a very key principle to transcend the stage of Anartha Nivritti. Anartha Nivritti से निष्ठा जाने के लिए ये जो कर्तव्य बुद्धि है, this is like a very core principle. If the additional impetus of raga is not there, then Kartavya Buddhi plays a very important pivotal role in helping us cross over this Anartha Nivritti stage very fast. That Karyamityeva Yat Karma. And by doing it, I am getting purified. For us, that karma is not our Varnashram prescribed duty. For us, it is our Navada Bhakti. Whatever is prescribed to us as devotional service, by doing it, I am getting purified. And by neglecting it, I am slowing down my purification. When that is very clear, Sattva Samavishto, Medhavi, and then in a dutiful way, whether I like it or not, I will not fall into the trap of likes and dislikes. I will dutifully do it. So when one is in that level, his Anartha Nivritti happens very quickly. Because he is somehow endeavoring for that steady practice, Nishtha. So very soon, such people will get taste. Because Ruchi comes after Nishtha. They will develop taste in chanting, they will develop taste in hearing, and in all devotional practices, taste will follow dutiful, steady practice of devotional service. Nishtha ke baad hi ruchi hai.
I mean, even before we reach Ruchi, in our sadhaka life, there is also a taste.
Yeah, but here we are talking about a much high level taste.
But then how can one continue without taste?
It's not black and white. So the taste that you are talking about is Shraddha, conviction. Krishna Bhakti kaile sarva karma krita hoy. But particular activities का attraction तो नहीं रहेगा. We may have attraction to particular limbs because of our impressions. अरे मुझे ये पर्टिकुलर ये लिम्ब अच्छा लगता है, ये लिम्ब थोड़ा उतना अच्छा नहीं लगता. That will be there, but there are certain prescribed things which are there, which the spiritual master has prescribed that everyone should do, ideally. But उसमें हमको we may sometimes not perform certain things because उसमें अभी तक टेस्ट नहीं आया. करेंगे बट थोड़ा ढीला करेंगे. Like for example, certain like morning program is classic. All of us have our own levels of performing morning program. 16 माला तो फिक्स्ड है, वो सब लोग कर लेते हैं. बाकी सब में थोड़ा थोड़ा घुमा देंगे. We all have our own levels to which we twist and turn the morning program. तो कुछ लोग इधर थोड़ा घुमा देते हैं, कुछ लोग उधर थोड़ा घुमा देते हैं, तो अलग अलग जगह पे घुमा लेते हैं. So because 16 rounds ही commit किया है ना, path of least resistance. We all try to find our path of least resistance. So, but the easiest way to, fastest way to overcome the stage of anartha nivritti is to, whatever may be the, whether the path may be very resistant or less resistant, niyamit roop se. So this is possible only if we somehow consciously try to get ourselves out of the likes and dislikes platform. लाइक्स एंड डिसलाइक्स का प्लेटफॉर्म से थोड़ा कॉन्शियसली बाहर आने का प्रयास करेंगे और ब्यूटीफुल कर्तव्य बुद्धि, इफ वी रिप्लेस इट, इफ वी रिप्लेस likes and dislikes with kartavya buddhi, then that would give our way for fastest crossing of the stage of anartha nivritti and come to nishta. This is according to Madhurya Kadambini.
So the basis of responsibility, advancement in Krishna consciousness.
Yeah.
More you are dutiful, the more you advance.
So,
but my question was, even in the sadhika stage to be kartavya buddhi, there should be some taste.
That is there.
What is that?
So we are not, that is like Shraddha.
But Shraddha is same as kartavya. Shraddha is that scriptures are right. Kartavya buddhi is also that I should follow scriptures.
Correct.
To do it on a day-to-day basis, what is the impetus? Because we don't have raga.
The impetus is that definitely some level of kleshagni shubhada we must be experiencing, and also scriptures के ऊपर भी श्रद्धा आ गया ना. It is promising at different stages, different things. Shraddha has come. So with that final goal in mind, we are willing to sacrifice our likes and dislikes and perform beautiful work. That is the impetus. Then one fine day we realize that Krishna has bestowed us taste for the holy name, taste for hearing, that we lose our sleep for, is it time for chanting, is it time for Mangalarti? That day will come. It will come in all our lives, for sure. But कब आएगा वो हमारे हाथ में है थोड़ा. How much, so kartavya buddhi is a very key thing. If we can sort of hold on to it, at least in the initial stages, and of course simultaneously we should also work for the like now we have systematically studying Bhagavatam and other scriptures. So when we study our scriptures through our acharyas, especially the 10th canto, Chaitanya Charitamrita, these kind of literatures, we also add the additional impetus of raga, affection. So any additional impetus also gives us more inspiration.
90% was
10%, 20%, 30% वैसा the inspiration through raga keeps on increasing. then it becomes more pleasurable also.
ये साधना भक्ति जितना हम स्टडी करेंगे वो राग का परसेंटेज में अच्छा करेंगे।
साधना रागानुगा भी साधना ही है, वैदी और रागानुगा।
जो पार्ट है वो धीरे धीरे इंक्रीज होता है जितना स्टडी।
Steadiness can come through कर्तव्य बुद्धि और steadiness can come through राग, but steadiness तो आना ही चाहिए, पर दोनों है तो अच्छा ही है ना। If you have two supports, it's always very good, better than one support. So while work on kartavya buddhi and keep working on your raga also. So CC 10th canto दोनों शाम को चलता है. You keep hearing from our acharyas, that will increase the raga impetus and somehow train our mind for duty bound responsible performance of devotional service. That will strengthen the Vaidhi impetus. So with both of them going powerfully, we all can together very fast cross over the Anartha Nivritti stage and reach Nishtha and Ruchi. It is possible. This is the recommendation. Okay, so he says that Srila Prabhupada writes, a person in Krishna consciousness or the mode of goodness does not hate anyone or anything which troubles his body. He does work in the proper place and at proper time without fearing the troublesome effects of his duty. Such a person situated in transcendence should be understood to be most intelligent and beyond all doubts in his activities. Medhavi Chinna Samshaya.
In translation, Prabhupada writes, the intelligent renounced are situated in the mode of goodness, neither hateful or inauspicious word nor attached to auspicious word.
Meaning, auspicious, inauspicious here means troublesome and convenient. That is the way in which we should understand. That's how Baldev Debhushan Vishnu Jagadaguru explained. Time क्या है? 2:06. Okay, 10 minutes है, 2 वर्ष हो जाएगा, तो ये सेक्शन हो जाएगा आज. नहि देहभृता शक्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते. नहि देहभृता शक्यं. This is very similar to नहि कश्चित् क्षणमपि जातु तिष्ठत्य कर्मकृत् कार्यते यवशं कर्म सर्व प्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः. So he says, Nahi dehabrita shakyam tyaktum karmani asheshatah. For one who possesses a body, it is not possible to completely give up all activities. Yastu karmafalatyagi satyagi ityabhidiyate. Therefore, one who gives up the fruits, attachment to fruits, is real renouncer. This is the essence. He is summarizing what he has spoken till now. Because the passionate renouncer and the ignorant renouncer, they are renouncing the activity. But Krishna again says, renouncement means renouncing the fruits. Don't renounce the action itself. Baldev Debhushan says, but one may argue, Arjuna may say, but it is better to completely give up actions than simply to give up the results. Because that complete renunciation of action will produce steadiness in Gyan without disturbance. Action ही नहीं है, तो easy है ना बहुत. Actions, so he says, actions cannot be given up at any time by one who is embodied. सब action छोड़ देगा, खाना पीना भी छोड़ देगा, वो तो नहीं छोड़ेगा, तो वो क्यों, वो भी छोड़ दो. That has been said before, nahi kaschit kshanamapi. Therefore, the person who performs activities but gives up the results is actually the tyagi. This is so, that's practical. No one can give up activities, but giving up fruits is possible with a higher goal in mind.
For us, when we not seeing the higher goal, visualize the higher goal, it is not easy to work when there is some. It's so easy to work.
Can you give some example for what fruits?
Like हाँ बैकअप करेगा गिव सम महाप्रसाद क्या है इट्स सो इजी
ठीक है यार, that does not mean he is a fruitive worker.
That is good.
ठीक है, so that does not mean he is a fruitive worker.
That is volume from
ठीक है, see while you are progressing, so you know that ठीक है, but जो कर रहा है उसको पता है ना, ए बाबा लंबे दौड़ पे इसको भी छोड़ना पड़ेगा, हाँ ठीक है ना, ठीक है, थोड़ा you encourage.
Shraddha.
On your side you think I should give up from, but from other person's side that's an additional impetus. See, that will, we should see it in the sense that as the service in charge, when you are doing such things, you are increasing that person's facilitating that person to develop affection for devotees, affection for the service also. That is how we should see. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो इसके लिए महाप्रसाद के लिए सेवा कर रहा है, मतलब वैसा नहीं कि वो सकामसक करना योग्य हो गया, वैसा नहीं. That's like a very superficial way of looking at it. तो वो वैसा 1000 महाप्रसाद वो रोज का खरीद पाएगा अगर वो बाहर काम करता है तो, पगार के लिए. वो पगार छोड़ के इधर काम कर रहा है, वो रसमलाई के लिए नहीं. Don't understand that. वो करते करते एक रसमलाई उसको अच्छा लगता है, ठीक है ना, वो सकाम कर्म योगी नहीं है, तो भक्ति योगी ही है. थोड़ा आगे बढ़ेगा तो रसमलाई नहीं मिलेगा तो भी करेगा वो.
कैसा बनाया, अच्छा बनाया.
रसमलाई मिलेगा तो भी बांट देगा.
हाँ मिलेगा तो भी बांट देगा. कल कितना लोगों को संदेश मिला और कितना लोगों ने बांटा?
मैंने बांट दिया.
मैंने 4 बार बांटा. एक मुझे मिला और 3 लोग ने मुझे दिया, मैं वो सबको भी दे दिया.
इसलिए डीलर आ रहा है.
मोह तस्य परित्याग तामसम परिकीर्तित है.
2 दिन में पानी पिया, रसमलाई उनको दी.
हाँ मिला ना आपको?
आज मिला कल मिला.
That's the point. Okay, anyway, the person on the level of sanishta, devoid of the conception of being the doer and devoid of the desire for results, should perform all actions to the best of his ability with the object of attaining jnana. That is the conclusion of the Lord. So conclusion क्या है section का? So बलदेव विद्याभूषण लिखते हैं ना, तो सनिष्ठ डिवोटी के बारे में लिखते हैं. You remember originally sanishta parinishthita nirapeksha. So parinishthita nirapeksha are pure devotees. Sanishta is a mixed devotee. So here he, in conclusion, is telling this is for sanishta devotee. A person on the level of sanishta, devoid of the conception of doer and devoid of the desire for results, should perform all actions to the best of his ability. That is the conclusion. Srila Prabhupada says, it is said in Bhagavad Gita that one can never give up work at any time. Therefore, he who works for Krishna and does not enjoy the fruitive results, who offers everything to Krishna, is actually a renouncer. There are many members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness who work very hard in their office or in the factory or some other place, and whatever they earn, they give to the society. Such highly elevated souls who are working in factory are actually sannyasis. Kali elevated nahi bol rahe hain, sannyasis, and are situated in the renounced order of life. It is clearly outlined here how to renounce the fruits of work and for what purpose fruit should be renounced. वो है हमारा इसमें दयानंद प्रभु. Prabhupada encouraged. Last तक वो टैक्सी चलाते, मतलब long time, he was just. Then finally, last verse of this section, he says, Anishtam ishtam mishram cha trividam karmana phalam bhavatyatyāginām pretya natu sannyasinām kvachit. Such clear-cut understanding. You see, Anishtam ishtam mishram cha trividam karmana phalam bhavati atyaginam pretya. After death, for those who are atyagis. So what is the definition of Krishna's definition of tyaga? क्या है? Giving up fruits and giving up doer mentality. Atyaginam, those who are not able to give up fruits and doer mentality, pretya, after death, then कर्मण फलम भवति, त्रिविधम कर्मण फलम भवति. You get 3 types of results for performing the prescribed duties with attachment to fruits and with attachment to being the doer. What are they? Anishtam, Ishtam, Mishram. Anishtam is defined as hellish suffering, Ishtam is heavenly enjoyment, and Mishram is human birth. Generally, heavenly enjoyment is heavenly enjoyment, and hellish birth is animal body, trees, everything is also considered as hellish birth only. Natu sannyasinam kochit. See, here again he uses tyagi and sannyasi in the same line. Not for sannyasi means not for one who performs this sattvic tyaga. So this is not so for one who renounces in the correct manner. So tyaga and sannyas are used in the same breath here by Krishna. Baldev Vidyabhushan says, this verse explains the fault in not having such renunciation. For those who do not renounce in this way described, which means dutiful performance, not attachment to being the doer, and not attachment to fruits. If these 3 are not there, then after death there are 3 types of results: suffering in the form of hell, happiness in the form of swarga, and a mixture of happiness and suffering in a human birth. This is not so for the persons who renounce, as I have declared. For them there is purification of heart and then liberation. They attain liberation by the jnana contained with the actions. That is the real result of tyaga that I have explained. Srila Prabhupada writes a short and sweet purport. A person in Krishna consciousness acting in knowledge of his relationship with Krishna is always liberated. Iha yasya harer dasya karmana manasa gira nikilasvapi avastashu divan mukta sauchyate. Therefore he does not have to enjoy or suffer the results of his acts after death. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki.
In that, he works in on his sattvic, but he is renouncing the devotion mentality and.
एक सेकेंड, सर्वात्मारी प्रभु को देखे गए कि वैसे चले गए? रोज ऐसा ही करता है. आप लिख के दे दो.
हाँ, मैं लिखे दूँगा.
अभी चाहिए जाने से पहले.
हाँ, अभी मैं जाने से पहले दूँगा.
ये महाभागवत प्रभु को भी एक दे दो. महाभागवत प्रभु उठ जाओ, अभी तो हो गया क्लास.
ये क्या है, भक्ति है,
अरे पूरा पढ़ो ना, इतना क्यों? वर्कर इन मोड ऑफ पैशन है क्या? आराम से पढ़ो, शांति से बैठ के पढ़ो.
हाँ?